Wait, this is not a podcast?
Oh, you can get excited.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I think it's
Good.
I think this is a podcast. Hopefully.
It's not a podcast.
Oh,
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Quest Unplayed, where we talk about video games with the dev usually. And today we do have two guests here as well. I'm your co-host of Quest Unplayed, George, and today's podcast is joined by Anthony,
Hello, everyone.
Zach,
hi, I'm Zach.
and we have Chad. All right, and we have Dan.
Hey, how you going?
Good. Just a little bit background. We did meet at this event here in Korea, and I thought it would be amazing. I mean, I really enjoyed the game. Like, it really did remind me.
He hasn't
of,
stopped talking about it for days, boys.
Yeah, Binding of Isaac, and I actually did share you guys. I was like, I met this cool guy, and then they're like, yeah, cool. And then I showed them like, yeah, you guys should play the, the demo and the playtesting stuff.
That's actually not untrue because he tells us he meets so many cool guys. He's like, yeah, I met this cool guy. We're like, cool, man. Tell us about him. Oh, yeah, but I met this other cool guy. And there's like lists of cool people. And I'm like, so which one are we focusing on in the first conversation? Like, I don't even know what's happening. He's like, so I went to this thing, played all these games. They're super cool. We were going to get all these people on there. And then I come back to like 100-something messages on our group chat. I'm like, button. Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, well, the games industry is synonymous with having cool guys in it.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to be. I think being an indie dev is probably the coolest because you got to be kind of a rebel and kind of have a good imagination to do it. I'm sure there's some cool AAA devs, but I feel like they're always like, "Yes, I must go to work today. Yes, make more money."
They're all just drinks of water, tall drinks of water. They're just in suits and they're vacuous idiots.
Yeah. That's what I thought too.
Are we allowed to swear on this podcast, or is it no swearing?
100% you can swear on the podcast.
Oh,
George,
good. I was
George.
about to, and went like,
I swear all the time.
That is untrue.
I'm telling Mom, Zach. I'm telling Mom.
Don't tell Mom. She's
But,
always hurting me. She pulls my ear.
So,
Great event, George, it was good to meet you there. We really enjoyed Icon in Seoul.
Did you enjoy Korea with George? Did he take you out to eat?
Did they take you out to eat, though?
I did not, but I told him where to go.
George is a vacuum of a human.
We got some.
We had plenty of people just every night taking us out to eat. It was fine. We never ate alone. It was great. It was. I really enjoyed Korea. I'd never been there before, and I was just like, this is fucking awesome. Look at this place. Nice and clean and easy. And yeah, I just really.
It's weird when you go to those clean, easy countries. They're always like, what am I doing here? Like,
yeah.
I'm slowly trying to get out of my country. You know what I'm saying? All right. Sorry. I was looking around. Sure they don't tackle
trying
me.
to get out.
I was looking for the people trying to beat me up for that. You know what I mean? I'm always constantly looking.
Yeah, so the event that we went to is called Game Icon or Icon.
Oh, I saw that. I wanted to go.
Yeah, Icon, but it has nothing to do with like an actual literal AI. So
And no icon.
It's AI GameCon. So I was like, you should just call it AI GCon. So then it's
like
not
that.
like it's not like affiliated with like AI. It's because it's like, what is it? Asia International Game Convention.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think there was like so many behind the scenes story about that because I know the person who runs it, but but I think it was pretty successful because it was the first B2B gaming event that happened in Korea, like B2B focused, because usually we do have like G-Star, PlayX4, but those are more B2C side of things.
Yeah. Are they just giant conventions just all about StarCraft?
Right.
Basically, just like you walk in and it's like, StarCraft! That's it! Go!
It used to be like that.
No, get out!
You don't like StarCraft? Fuck off!
Fuck off! If you don't like StarCraft, then we don't like you. You're like, oh, that's okay, cool. I do like StarCraft.
We still gotta play StarCraft.
No, we're not playing StarCraft.
Which we are.
We should do it
now.
Of course, you guys want to play against me. We already know who's going to win. I'm not doing it.
I've never played StarCraft. It seems too intimidating.
This is going to sound really bad, but even if the person's like, I'm really bad at it, I'm Korean. I'm like, no, I'm not playing. No.
I just don't know where to start with it.
Yeah, I think it's
I'm not massively into space, like as in that kind of whole thing.
right.
Like
I used to love playing it competitively, honestly. But do you get some people who are just so good, and you're like, you know what, screw this, I'm done. I don't even play it anymore. Like they would just have you dead in minutes. You're like, how did you even get those? Like that's not even possible.
That's me with every single online competitive game. I'm just like. I just like Fortnite. I just like, oh, I'm gonna have a go at Fortnite, and I'd get in there, and then I'd like get shot, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'd end up getting there. I'd walk for like a couple of minutes, get shot, and I'm like, it's a fucking walking simulator for me. You're
like, oh yeah, I'm getting all these sweet guns dead. Okay, well I guess I'll shoot one day.
Many rounds, and I never even shot the guns that I had because like I didn't even see who killed me. It was just like walk from one point to the other to die, and that was my game. And I was like, you know what, maybe it's not for me. Like, that's cool. I appreciate it's there. I'm not.
You tried it. You tried it. You didn't like it. That's okay.
Yeah. Same with Marvel Rivals and all those ones. I just don't think I'm an online game guy. Like I use my games to like chill out at the end of the day and just like escape everything.
Not be stressed.
One player experience that's like very, curated and like stuff like like the new Resident Evil remakes or Dead Space, or those ones which are just like very isolated, small, cramped, and I just want that and then nothing else exists in the world apart from what's happening. And then
that's nice
online gaming, because I said I don't really use gaming to socialize, so like
you're there to play.
Like those ones. What's that one that I like? The walking, the one where you're little characters and you just go for a walk together and you chat and stuff. That new one. What was that called, Chad? Like we're talking about on
Big Walk or something.
Big walk.
Yeah. And I'm like, I just looked and went, nah. I appreciate that people like this and that, but it's really not for me. I want a game to be.
I saw that, and I knew.
So you walk and you talk. We have that in real life. You literally can just do that.
It's like a nature walk and stuff, and you can go and you do stuff, and there's like you get the points, and there's like little games to play and stuff like that. And but it's just not my thing. Like I've done my Destiny days. I've I did Destiny. I did fucking Halo 3 to death. I had like a team, and it was great. But maybe it was just because I was young.
I think sometimes when you get I think a lot of times too, people kind of grow into that. I mean, I did. I used to be highly competitive, and now if I game, sometimes I don't even like to stream it because I'm just like, I just want to enjoy this. Like, I don't want anyone to ruin this for me. I'm just gonna enjoy it, and I might make content on it later. You know what I mean? Like,
I constantly now playing, and I have like my friends like, and I might be playing an online game like like World War Z or something, but I just play it with the computer or Space Marine 2, and I have all my friends pinging me going, "Hey, let's play," and ignore. I just want to play it myself.
Why do you even have a play? Why do you even have a friend list? You're like, I don't even know. I don't know why they're
they friended me. And most of the time the AI players are probably fucking better than them anyway. At least they all come and save me every time I go down.
Yeah, they're programmed to do that. They're like, "Hey, help!" They're like, "Nah, man, you're gonna get me killed." You're like, "AI would save me. The bot would save me. You're a jerk."
The bot just dies, and I'm like, "Hell yeah, thanks, man."
Thanks for taking that bullet for me.
Yeah.
So, what about you, Chad? Do you play a lot of competitive games at all, or are you more of a single player?
Yeah, not much. I had a bit of time with. I mean, I loved. Dan was talking about the old days. I loved Gears of War. So Gears of War 2.
Gears of War.
That was really good. And
it was only 4 players against each other, like 2-on-2, I think it was, maybe, or 3-on-3.
Yeah, but I liked PvE.
Yeah,
he liked it. Yeah, honestly, that's the reason I even bought an Xbox when that game came out. I was like,
I mean, that's what Xbox does, right? But also Halo. There was a great PvE mode in Halo Reach as well called Firefight, and you could adjust all of the settings, so you could give yourself heaps of like masses of weak guys or a couple of big beefy guys, and change the map and change all of the settings, all the weapons available, and all that sort of thing as well. So yeah, I tend to be more PvE is what I like. Although I did play a fair bit of Overwatch before Overwatch 2. That was good. I liked that.
I did more Overwatch 1 than 2.
You were with Destiny with me, Chad, as well. We did heaps of Destiny.
Yeah. And that was
Yeah,
PvE again, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and now you massively love bloody Helldivers too.
Oh yeah, Helldivers is great. I love it. Again, PvE. But I just, it's the same. It's the same thing. I played Apex Legends and got shot in the head in 10 seconds, and I'm like, nah, fuck this. It's not fun. You know. So yeah.
I used to love this game, the first version of this game, and I can't remember the name of it, but I even upgraded my computer to play it. And it was a game where you're on this like station and you got shot down in a capsule and you came out and you were supposed to kill aliens and mine for stuff. It was a like, and then you get to the boat and you try to take off, right? But it was just super fair. It was fun. Like when I played it, I loved it. And then the second game, the first game they didn't do as good, so they changed things up for the second game and they put me in the playtest. I played so much the first game. And I was like, oh man, this is gonna be so cool. It's gonna be gnarly. Everything, the graphics look so much better. But I was like thinking I was gonna get that first game experience. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna kill some people. I came down. So your pod comes down, right? Your character's like, you just see the screen, right? And you're like, oh, shit, you know. And you land. You have a pistol on you. You got a little. My pod opened and I got sniped immediately. And I was like, nope, fuck it. I'm not. I wrote him. I was like, I am not going to do your playtest. This is the worst experience ever. Have a good day. Because then you go up, you have nothing. They're like, oh, you have no pistol now. And I'm like, so you want me to go out there and hand farts out? What do you want me to do? Like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. I literally didn't even walk out of the pod. Pod went, I was like,
what game was it?
That was it. I guess, deleting, uninstall. Like, I was like, but it took a whole experience of a game that made me even upgrade my computer because I was like, oh, it's just such a good fun game, and then it just killed it. I can't remember what it was. It was something. It was really fun when it first came out too. It had train in it and everything. You could get on the train and it had different activities going on, and they killed it. They ruined it for me.
I got into Bad Company as well, like Battlefield Bad Company. I did heaps of that, and then Battlefield 3 was a big one for me. I forgot.
Oh, I used to love Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield is you just kind of come in and you don't feel like you may be in a team, a giant army, but like there's no one there just going like, "What are you doing, fuckhead? Why aren't you fucking doing this or whatever?"
Hey, get the fuck over there! You're like,
yeah, you just live for bottlenecks in that game. Like you just want to get to a bottleneck and fuck everyone up, or get like I haven't played the latest one, which I heard is good.
It's pretty good.
I like getting in tanks with my friends.
Drive
around, see how many people you can murder before they take you out. Just people are like, oh, fuck you.
I never did the planes. I didn't like the planes in the game.
Planes are hard.
I just don't like flying. I just prefer to be on the ground, seeing all the destruction. That's what I love, the destruction in that game. Like the idea that you can, and now they've just gone fucking crazy with it. And that's why I want to see the new one. I want to see how much destruction they've worked on. And
I loved. Was it Battlefield 3 or 4 when they had you could get so far up with the engineer you could shoot mortars, and I used to be such a dick with them because I would sit so far away from the battle and you just hear it was like kill, and I was like hey, like nobody
that whole thing of like I think it was just Battlefield or Battlefield 2 when you could just stick the fucking bombs to your Jeep and you just drive.
Oh, I love that.
You drive and then just jump out and then just like detonate. The detonation bombs or whatever.
Right into the tanks. I used to do it all the time. Take out like a whole camp of people. You're like,
best moments. I remember I was so into it. I would go to bed and I'm like hugging my wife and she would be like, I can feel you pressing the trip.
You're trying to detonate her.
Yeah, no, I would be like hugging it and thinking about it, going off to sleep, and I would be pressing the buttons on the control on my fingers. Like,
oh my goodness!
Like her body, and she goes, I can feel you playing Battlefield on me. Like that was
I can feel you playing Battlefield. She's like, I'm not C4, honey. Quit trying to blow me up. You're like,
that was Bad Company time. So, oh no, it might have been.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was Bad Company because I got so into Bad Company. Bad Company 2.
That's the coolest. That's actually one of the funniest stories I've ever heard.
Oh, me too.
Hey, honey, the game's over.
So
stop pressing my buttons.
It's never over. War never ends.
War never ends. Not even in bed.
So, in case the people
fight for the covers.
we're an indie game podcast. We've been talking about Battlefield for a while, but we did love playing those games. Do you guys play Battlefield 6 by any chance?
No, yeah, I
know-
want to. I'm just waiting for it to go down in price because I'm
Okay.
stingy.
I know Zach was
At the
excited for a
moment.
while.
For what?
Battlefield 6.
Never. I'm not gonna buy it.
Oh,
Too
I
expensive.
still play it.
I'm done.
So
I want to buy it.
wait
I
till
don't
the-
have any desire to spend that much on a game anymore.
I think I
don't-
saw it the other day. It was like 60 Australian, which is okay.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
me, I think I've been playing too many indie games I enjoy that it's just really hard for me to spend over $30 on something unless it's amazing. It's got to be like life altering good for me to be like,
That's
yeah, let's
30
do it.
American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So
30
60
American, yeah. So I mean,
60.
like, what did the last game I played? I just started playing a ton of Rune Dice, and I think I've gotten over 40 or 50 something hours on Rune Dice. I think I spent like $12 on that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's I want to play it. It's not like I'm going to get my money out of it. I go, I got that game I've never played. Let's play Rune Dice. Like
your comfort game.
I'm going to just play this. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I've had so many games like that, and then there's games where I bought because I was like, I want to play this so bad. Like, I used to be a huge, and I can't say I'm not. I just really haven't had the desire to play it, so I don't know how to classify that. But I used to be a huge Monster Hunter fan. Like, I loved Monster Hunter. I got the last Monster Hunter, and I don't think I've even gone through the whole story. And like, I think I'm maybe halfway through the game and haven't even touched it since.
Yeah, but like the earlier ones, you just play like you just do everything, and now you're just like. I get that way though. I get overwhelmed with stuff. Like this game, I'll get a game and I love it, and I'll play it to death, and I'll do everything, and they'll bring out the second one, and it will have heaps more shit to do, and I just don't want to do it. I'm just like I get overwhelmed with like too much shit to do, like, and it happens to me all the time with heaps of games. Like I did think I did with Rogue Legacy. That was really, I loved the first one, and then they brought the second one out. It looked better, had so many more systems. But I think because I had so many more systems, I just couldn't attach myself to it. Like I couldn't learn everything, like, and just get into the nitty gritty where, they overscoped it for me. If that's a thing.
I felt that about. I definitely felt that about Doom Eternal. So like I'm a Doom 2016 person, and
so sweet.
Doom Eternal came along. I just like it was just too much like resource management and too much. It was too overwhelming in the gameplay. Like the first Doom reboot was like really streamlined and really simple. You know, gun, grenade, executions, really smooth mobility and traversal and all of that. And it was really streamlined and a great experience. But like Doom Eternal was like, oh, there's a guy coming up. Right. I gotta flamethrower him and put him on fire and then throw a grenade and then use the chainsaw so I can get armor and weapons and, ultimate too much.
Yeah. And they had heaps of jumping in it as well, like platforming.
Oh,
and the whole point of Doom is to kill things and just feel rad. And they had that in the first one. The whole point of the dude comes in, like the game starts, you got the shotgun, it's to the music, and then the dude comes up and he's like, "Hi, I'm the guy. I'm going to give you a quest," and you just fucking rip it off the wall and throw it away or whatever, and you ignore the quest because Doom is just about fucking getting through the levels and shooting shit. And they got it, and then they just forgot about that shit. And don't even get me started on fucking the latest Doom. What was that called? The medieval one.
It was Dune. How do I say again? Dune Dark Ages or whatever.
Dark Ages, yeah.
Almost like you've just strayed so far away from what Doom is to me. And I'm a massive OG Doom person. Like fucking in software, I still like modded Doom like every week with like Project Brutality and Brutal Doom with like the added violence, but no added graphics really. I love it. Like I love it, and because it's just pure game. You can't get any more fucking game than Doom. It's just a game. Like, and all you do is there is a story, and the story is that you're going to fucking kill everything. Like,
you're a pissed off space marine, and you're fucking murdering everything. Yeah, no. I remember Doom was so old. I used to play it on a floppy, or you know what I mean, like I used to be like, my typing teacher's like, if you guys get through your games, you're typing fast enough, then you can play a game. I'm like. Doom.
Yeah,
He'd just be looking at me. I was like, and that was the old school one that looked like the mine. Remember the mine? Every time I used to see that mine, the little mind saver, screensaver with the red walls, I would always think,
yeah.
that would
Like
just be like,
Wolfenstein.
reminds me of the old school Doom, just going through these walls. Yeah, Wolfenstein.
Yeah,
That was another good one. Yeah.
Wolfenstein, yeah.
as in the old Wolfenstein. Yeah.
Who doesn't like killing Nazis? Am I right? Everybody.
Yeah.
Nazis and zombies. And you put them together, even more fun. You know what I mean? Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's always the best enemy.
And yeah. Sorry, we started talking about AAA games again.
No.
Actually, Doom isn't really a AAA game. And
Well, when Doom first came out, you think about it, there was really no such thing as AAA games.
No,
right.
It was just games.
It was just fucking games, and then they did it. But yeah,
That's how it started.
Yeah.
And
it's wild to me. Oh, go ahead, George. I'm sorry.
And it's also when, like, you know, you only got like 1 or 2 games a year from like a whole company. Like, you will get maybe like 10 games a year or something. So like every single game they came out was actually mattered. So like, and you actually wanted to own them. And now it's like, get like what, 20,000 games now? Like,
yeah, it's just constant now.
When I had
the Game Fest, right?
When I was all about my NES, like just my NES that I had when I was a kid, like there just weren't that many games that I could even afford or anything.
Right.
They were like $80 in Australia, 80 Australian dollars in like 1987, like whatever it was. Like it was pretty expensive. So you get like one game a year, and you just played it, like no matter what. Like, and now it's just. I think that the whole thing, like I was all about Game Pass when it first came out, and then I started to hate it because I was just like, I'm not playing any games. I'm downloading a game and I'll seriously play it for 10 minutes, and then I'll just be like, I'll get another one, and I'll download another one and delete it. I ended up just getting rid of my Game Pass, and I just started playing fucking games again. Like I just went back to my PlayStation and went, I've got all these games that I bought. I'm going to finish them. And I had all these great games that I loved that I just wasn't playing. And then as soon as and then I started actually researching my games again because I actually I was going to pay for them. So I wanted to get a good one. And it made my life so much better for gaming. Like, get that whole, like, spoiled for choice. You end up playing nothing. Like, it's like when I was younger and you fully get into, like, burning games. Like, you know, that like, PlayStation 2 days and stuff. You end up getting, like, 90 games. Or going to Bali and you buy, like, 100 games for $2 each. And then you get home and you end up just playing none of them.
None of them.
You find one or two that you like, and you just play that, and like, you know,
your Steam Next Fest, buy, play none of them.
Oh yeah,
and I think it feels like, you know, it's very same with the movies too, like, you know, because like back in the days when we didn't have Netflix, I would watch the same exact movie like 10-20 times.
Yep.
Like we would have like family gatherings to just like, you know, on the weekends to watch the same exact movie that we watched like 5 times already. And like actually talk about it for like a month or so. But then now it's like we have Netflix, whatever, the Hulu, all this stuff. And then you don't even like, you spend more time trying to find what show or movie you want to watch
than watching
actual, like, you know, and then you will like turn it on and then fall asleep or like do something else. Like you just do, you'll be like on your phone and stuff.
There's a like psychological term for that. I think it's called paralyzation by over
decision paralysis.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. I like that. Oh.
Look at this guy. He's like, look, hey, idiot. Listen, it's decision paralysis, okay? Come on, Jesus Christ.
He does have a PhD in, like, literature or whatever, some shit.
Oh, really?
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm a doctor. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for helping me. Now I feel. Now
There's anyone who should be able to find a word for something, it's me. Yeah.
Thanks, doctor.
I just call it doom scrolling, but I just say it for everything because it's like doom, you know, like or vortex, trapped in the vortex.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah. I feel that honestly because, and the weird thing is like I love, like I still love gaming and I love watching stuff, but I'm at the age now, or I don't know. There's something changed in me recently that. I'm constantly wanting to do stuff outside. Like I want to go work out. I want to go to like music concerts. I want to go do other stuff. So if I'm going to watch them, it ain't till like late at night. And most of the times I'll turn stuff on. I'm like, no.
Yeah, it might not be your age. I think it's just the time. Like I have young people that are like millennials and millennial friends and stuff like that, and there's kind of this backlash against fucking all the data and media and streaming and social media, because social media's turned fucking garbage. Like it's not even
Except for Minimap. We love you, Minimap.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. I love we need social media as much as you guys do, but it is a thing where it's just like, and they're all like saying no, and there's been this uptake in buying of vinyl records and fucking
a big one.
VHS is back massively. I got a friend who owns a whole VHS store, and he set it up like a video shop. It's going fine. People pay like $700 for them now.
That's one thing that I've really noticed, and I actually kind of wanted to get back onto, is like people are huge into going back to the like old school analog ways of having things, right? Because
you want to own something. These kids are growing up owning nothing. They don't have anything. They have everything's digital. No music, no fucking records, no videos, no nothing. They look around their rooms, their bedrooms, and they've got nothing. And like people want to have that thing. It's like where books never went out of fashion. People want to buy a book, put it on their bookshelf after they've read it, and it's a fucking trophy, and it's who you are. And people come into your house, they see the books you've read, and they're like, "Cool." You can't even have like your games aren't even like there anymore. People can't even look through your games or anything. Like usually, who gives a fuck? I don't look at other people's profiles, but yeah, it's it's your trophies, and I think people are just like realizing they're fucking vacuous. And they've got nothing. They're nothing without their computer. So they're all like going back to physical media and shit, which is great for me because I own a comic shop.
Well, I was about to say, actually, that's the funny thing is I used to collect comics, like a ton of comics. Like I have like probably about $5,000 or $6,000 of comics in there. And when I found out that people are buying digital subscriptions of comics, I was like, well, why? I was like, can you sell them back? And you're like, no, you just can read them digitally. And I was like, because I used to buy 2 versions of a comic if I knew it was going to be it was going to sell. Bag and board that other thing and tape that shit and put it in my box. And the other one I would read. People are like, why do you buy 2 comics? I'm like, this is my reader, and this is you don't touch. This goes in here.
What you should have done is bought your bag and board ones and then just wait for the graphic novel to come out for it and read it.
I did that a lot too. I did that a lot.
That's a good way.
I did it a lot with the back when DC's Suicide Squad and stuff was not a big, not as big as they were, and they came out with their first series. They came out that was really good, and I can't remember what else. There was another one. I just
bought around the New 52 time. Or
it wasn't necessarily Suicide Squad. It was the one. It was like Suicide Squad. It was like right before it, but it was one where they had like Catman came back and he was actually buff and. God, I can't remember the name of it, but the book was so cool. It was the very first time I read where they took a bunch of B-rated characters and made them cool, and then like put them on a team and said, "If you fuck up, we'll kill you." But they didn't have bombs in their head. They're just like, "We won't give your kid their medicine and they're gonna die and stuff." And you're like, "Oh, I better do it." And I remember loving it so much. That and The Walking Dead, Spawn. I had tons of Spawn, all that stuff. So I just had bags and boards of it. The first period, yeah, the first ever drawn Spider-Man from Todd McFarlane. I got that. So it's just huge. But when I found out people were buying them digitally, I was like, that sounds boring.
Yeah, because only a shop, people used to come to me and like, oh, do you think digital comics are going to fuck your business? I went, no, it never.
No way.
Hardly any, like there's no collectors it won't, but like most people, like a lot of people as well, like read shit online and then come and buy it. Like, especially with like the web comics, like all the, like the manhwas, the Korean, like stuff like that, all digital stuff like Solo Leveling and stuff like that. It comes out in books. They're fucking expensive because they're full color and they're thick.
They're super expensive. Yeah.
But people just buy them up. Like we've got heaps of people down for them. Like and all of them have read it. They come in and they're like, I fucking read this online. I want to own it. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Like it doesn't affect. If anything, that helps me. Like it's like they've already worked out what they want to get when it comes out. And
I think reading comic books, especially like online or like on your like digitally, I think it doesn't give you the same exact feeling of you actually reading,
having the art,
the physical version of like I used to read a lot of like manga and stuff, like Japanese animes and stuff. Like I have read a lot of those. Like back in the days, we would have like rental shops where like you can just like borrow it for like a couple of days and then you pay. It's kind of like Blockbuster works.
It's
But
like
in,
a library.
like like kind of like library, but you actually
But you
pay
paid for it.
Yeah, but you pay for it. So I would actually read them like the same exact book like several times, and I would enjoy it so much. But like the same exact copy would come digitally, and then it's like all available like in like webtoon whatever versions, and then I'll read it, and like I just like don't even read most of the like
Yeah.
text, and like it doesn't give you
I
the
read,
feeling of
I
like,
read one online. I just
Yeah,
gave it a
it
go. I read
doesn't-
all of Berserk online, and
Yeah.
it was fine. But like, I read a lot of manga as well. Like, I read probably about 3 volumes a week or something like that. And yeah, it is. It's definitely an experience like where you're sitting there and like reading stuff digitally is not relaxing. Hey, like there's so much fucking like light coming into your eyes and shit. You try and relax reading. Like that's why the what are they called? The Kim what are the things?
Kindle.
Kaibos? No, what are they called? The digital ones that don't have any light coming
Kubo.
through them. They look.
Oh, the blue light blockers.
No. What is it, Chad?
Kindle and Kubo.
Kindles. Yeah, those things. But they don't have any light coming out. They just look like paper. Like
Yeah.
that. They're quite
Yeah.
kind of thing, but it's still not the same. You can't just flick
it's not
through
the
them
same.
and stuff like.
It's not the
Yeah,
same.
you get the smell of the book and the printing, and
Yep,
it is a
yep.
thing. Like it is definitely a thing. I have so many people that come into my shop and sniff my books.
I will say this though. So I got it. The only thing I have to say though is one thing is I've noticed, and because I have to drive so much, and I have the worst ADHD, like the worst. I did a test, and my vocabulary is like super high, and you're like, you must read a lot. I'm like, not really. I like read comics when I was a kid, but that was it, right? But comics have a lot of big words in them, so thanks comics. But I will say I love audiobooks. I won't lie, audiobooks help me out
Same.
so much. If the narrator doesn't sound like he's got a nasal blockage, right? He's like, that guy. I always like it when there's like a decent voice, but I just can't. For some reason, if I hear audio, I do so much better than if I'm reading.
And you can
like
you
a
can
whole book, not a
multitask.
comic.
You can drive and listen to it, or you can do the dishes and listen to it, or you can and so you're basically doing 2 things at once, like maximizing your lifetime. And
because I spend probably about 3 hours in traffic every day.
Nice.
So it's like, and music will put me asleep. So if I listen to something, I do better. But I've noticed with my ADHD, I didn't know I had ADHD till I got older. The audio is always booms in my brain a lot easier. You know what I mean? And I think that's why comics work, because I would look at the art and read the words instead of just a page of white with black on it and go,
and
why are there so many symbols?
Yeah.
Why are there so many words?
Comics are really, really good for like autistic kids and that, because there's like structure to them.
What are you trying to
rules. Say? What? I don't know.
Just kidding.
But I'm also like I'm medicated for my ADHD as well, and it just works. It's a valid medium of like just a storytelling that can only be done that way. Anyhow, let's get back to like
so I think
let's talk about your game.
We're talking about End of Ember.
We are some chatty Cathys, me and you, brother.
We had a game, right?
He's super quiet. He's over there like it's decision paralysis. Okay, please move on.
So we made this game. You might not know.
We made this game.
This is really about a game, guys. Everybody who's listening or watching this, we're talking about. This is supposed to be about a game.
I'll put a timestamp so you can skip all this to go straight to the game. So that
they're gonna miss all the banter though.
I'm saying it so they can just watch these bits, like about Battlefield and comics.
Before we dive in, let's watch the sponsor video real fast. We are
sponsored. Oh, girl, play that sponsor video, you little sassy Sally. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Minimappy. I can't wait till he changes the music.
Can't wait till he updates it.
Yeah, sorry.
5 years from now. Minimap, so I will tell you this. We were talking about social platforms earlier. I found Minimap because I can't stand social media. But I wanted to find places where games were being talked about. So I typed in gaming social media, and this is the first thing that popped up. And I was like, oh, what is this? And I'm kind of happy I found it. And people like me on there, so it's nice. They're like, hey, and I'm like, hi, friend. And you can rate games and tell them how good they are. Which is fun too.
All about video games.
Cool.
And lie about it, because that guy gave that thing like the best rating, but not great graphics and stuff. You can connect with other people. I connected with George and Anthony. Yeah. You can write comments. Yeah. You can. I used to think that was a fish or a bird. You can buy, talk about games. You can review them. You can rate them. You can collect them. You can live. You can love.
Minimap, your ultimate game.
You know who voice that is? It's George.
I have
You guys need voiceover work? George works for free.
I have no idea.
He works for free.
Yeah, I'll work for free. I'll enjoy it. I'll be.
If someone's like, "We love your voice," which that would never happen because I can't even stand my own voice.
If it really
put it in a game, I'm like, give me the lyrics or give me the script. I'll read that right now.
If you're not getting paid for it, is it really work?
Oh, now there's a philosophical topic.
I used to chop a lot of wood for my grandpa, and I'm pretty sure it worked. I didn't enjoy any of it. I was like, fucking grandpa, that sweat.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that making this game is work and we're not getting paid for it.
I don't see it as work. I see it as like...
I guess the thing you could say is if you enjoy it, is it work? But who said you shouldn't enjoy work?
Yeah, you should. Yeah. Well, then it's just not.
Same.
Yeah, we can go around and around. Philosophy just
gets all day.
Philosophy gets nowhere. Gets nowhere.
Let's get into some philosophy.
It's just like. So we made a game. It's called End of Ember.
Yes,
it is a twin stick roguelike maximalist shooter about a young girl named Ember who accidentally gets killed by her fuckhead parents on her birthday.
Always the
and
parents.
For some reason, she gets sent to hell. Doesn't seem like she's never done anything bad, and that's where the game starts.
Oh,
that's the start opening of it, kind of thing.
Why would what? She didn't do anything bad. She still went.
Yeah, well, and then she gets to hell, and they're like, hey, you're not on our records. Like, you shouldn't be here. And I'm not going to tell you. It has an overarching life story that you have to kind of like piece together yourself, which is I'm pretty proud of the story. We've been working with I had like the bare bones of it, and we've got like a narrative designer who's been like fleshing it out a little bit more. And
nice.
Saying that shit or that's great, you know. And then what else? Fire some bloody questions at us. And
I love you. I love that. I was about to say, so as you play through the game, you can unlock a narrative. So there's a story to it and everything. And
so it's a roguelike. It's roguelike, but it does have like these story kind of beats going through. There is a story that you'll get playing the game through, as in if you just want to play it and go through, you'll get a story, which is a part of the story. But if you want to like find all the unlocks and stuff and find the secret like levels and stuff like that, that'll unlock their story kind of levels, and they unlock the or they'll tell you it kind of will give you clues of what's happening, like the background of all the characters, and there's another story kind of like an overarching story which that's happening as well.
So you kind of get rewarded for diving deep into the game.
Yeah. So the only way to get the whole story is to like, it's a roguelike. You keep playing and find things, and then you can you can unlock bits of like, even though it's randomly generated, it'll randomly generate access to other like levels that you can get to you couldn't get to before, which then they explain. And the items themselves that unlock this also give you clues and stuff. So it's kind of like that's drip feeding the story, so people can like. It's not going to be like someone just a cutscene going, and then this happened. It'll be like, oh, I get it. Yeah. You can piece it together. That kind of like real. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure there's a technique. Like I just call it vague storytelling.
Vague storytelling.
I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's got like a more.
You know what you're trying to say. Yeah. Just go with it. Okay.
Yeah. we want people to create. You know, there'll be a game wiki. There'll be like people talking about it online with theories and that, and you know, no one will be right, no one will be wrong, but they'll get the idea, kind of thing.
I was gonna say too, the art's the first thing that I gravitated. I was like, wow, I really dig the art.
Thank you.
Who did that?
Me.
You did the art?
Yeah. I'm also an professional illustrator.
So you're a comic book company. You own your own comic book store.
I do children's books. So I do. I think I started doing comics for kids about 20 years ago, and it was released in the US. It was published through Scholastic in the US. It was called Pilot and Huxley. It was very old. You probably never heard of it. It's like, how old would you have been?
I'm pretty old, so I could have.
How old would you have been 20 years ago?
20 years ago, I was 26.
Yeah, you're aged out.
Yeah, I'm really old.
Wait, Chad.
I think
I played Atari. Okay, I played Atari. That was my first console.
Mine was a ColecoVision. It was.
Wow.
My parents paid $700 for that in like 1984. Woo. That's so much money. That's as much as AUD. That's as much as a PlayStation 5 now.
Yeah,
like the same price, and they paid that in '84. And I didn't even ask for it; they just got it.
You're like, here, look what we got, and you're like, oh,
what
is this?
What's a console? Like, yeah, I was in like year 4.
I heard a line on a song the other day that said, "Nobody ever plays with you. We call you Neo Geo." I think I was the only one that got it. I started laughing. I was like, nobody bought Neo Geo. Like everybody's looking at me like, fucking nerd.
Yeah. But everyone played the Neo Geo arcade cabinets.
Well, it's because it was so much. Remember, it was like, I think it was like 1,000 when it came out.
Yeah,
it's pretty expensive.
It was,
so you did the illustration for the game, though?
Yeah, I drew everything.
Yeah,
I'm the creative designer. So I created the story, the characters. I did design all the stuff in thing, and I think I just do it all, apart from like the programming. So which I did at the start, but I had to get rid of because I was fucking shit at it.
Is this normally the style you usually do for all of your? I'm looking at most of this stuff right now for most of your books, or did you pick the style specifically for this game, or is this?
Well, then so this is my style, but all my books that I do are not my style. So like I do you can probably see if you've looked my name up. There's like hot dog books. It says Ando on the front.
Hot dog books.
Yeah. So if you write like Dan McGuinness, make sure you put one in because and then you're right. Just right. Yeah, they should come up with pictures in the images of books. I did a series called Hot Dog, which has been going for like 20 volumes, 22 volumes now. I've been doing it for like 10 years, which is like that is not my style, but it's like I draw that. Yeah. But this is my style. So like I came up through like if you search for Pilot and Huxley, that's like my style of drawing. You can see like that was like 20 years ago, and it's very similar to End of Ember. We have people at cons that come up and go like, hey man, like I had this kids book when I was younger, and it's like, were you influenced by like Pilot and Huxley with your art? I'm like, well, I drew that.
Yeah, that's me.
But
we had one guy who said, oh man, I was really pissed off because I thought you'd ripped off this guy. Like you totally copied and ripped off this guy's work.
You're like, it's actually me though.
I think it's better to show the people who are listening to this or watching this the actual the trailer for it, so that people know what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, please do.
For the game, you do that.
Yeah, I just pulled off the most recent one from your YouTube.
Oh my god! So I'm going through your Facebook, Dan. Calm down, okay? So my job, basically, was you guys made a game of my job.
I love the trailer.
You know?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
dope.
trailer.
Oh,
The Goatsy bomb.
Goatsy.
Right, it started again.
Oh,
yeah, let's watch it one more time.
I hadn't been. I put that at the start of that trailer from the creator of Huxley because I was just sick of people like second guessing it or saying that like, oh, did you copy the style of Rick and Morty? And I'm like, no, I've just drawn like this for fucking ever. Like, it's just unfortunate that the thing that is
He
most
copied
known
me.
these days is like, no, he didn't copy me. It's just a style of drawing. It's just the most thing that's in like the main consciousness of everyone, that everyone knows Rick and Morty, and they just see a thing that has a black
Yeah.
outline and like looks cartoony, and they're like, oh, it's Rick and, like you're trying to do a Rick and Morty thing. And I'm like, no, that's just how I draw. But
You're like, I've been doing this before, Rick and Morty, you jerks. You
Yeah.
you like horror, right? And so did horror play a role in your guys' game? Is that because you like horror so much?
Yeah, I love horror.
I'm seeing that.
I like I loved 80s horror and stuff like that. So I wanted to make a game that, like, you know, I love horror. I loved like Doom. I love Smash TV back in the day. I loved like Binding of Isaac. I loved Enter the Gungeon. So I'm like, my fucking ultimate game is just to smash all that shit together, but make it the most, because I love drawing like horror and violence, but over the top fun violence, not like sadistic horrible shit. I just like, you know, that 80s shit.
There's
where,
a
you know,
fine line between sadistic, horrible shit and over the top fun. You know what I mean? There's
you know, like you know, an arm would get chopped off. It's like, you know, it wouldn't happen, but that's the kind of stuff I like, you know. So I wanted to like really do that in a 2D game. Like, I hadn't really seen that done as much with like the full, and I created this gore system where you can actually like, it's 2D, but you can like smash and like their skin comes off and there's muscle and then bone. So every character is drawn like 3 layers of themselves.
Oh.
And then it does a thing where like you can smash off the top layer, like but then after 70% of that layer has been removed, it then unlocks the next layer to be able to get to. So you can create these like really different kind of like, you know, it's not just the same wound every time. It's like it can be different, you know, like it looks
really dynamic,
kind of dynamic and stuff, but it's still 2D. Well, you can do that in 3D really easy. You just create the model and it has like, you know, it has all the guts and crap inside of it, like if you Doom and stuff like that. But I wanted to do it 2D, which I did and worked out, and it's like people seem to like that. And but yeah, it is that thing because it's not a pixel game, like it's not a pixel art game. So I had to work out ways of having everything, you know, firstly when it's generated together, and it had to look like it you know, the lines all matched up and stuff like that. So that was its own thing. But yeah, and I love horror. I love horror films. I've always loved it.
It's kind of
there's also
kind of
heaps of horror references through the game. So like you know, Dan also ran a horror podcast.
I know. I just was in his Facebook. Sorry, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I found out he was a horror person. I was like, Jesus God, man, this guy.
I haven't looked at my Facebook in a long time, so you've been there more than I have recently.
No, what caught my eye was the Critters. You had Critters on there, and I was like, man, I forgot about that movie.
Oh, did I? Yeah, I love Critters.
Like
I still love that.
About Critters too. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about Critters.
Yeah, they were rad. They had the green inside, and you can smack. You know, it was one of those
Are both of you guys horror fans then? Too?
Yeah.
You're
I'm probably a bit less. I think Dan's a bit more intense than me, but yeah, I've always loved horror. I mean, we grew up in the 80s, right? So, you know, I was like 7 years old, and my 17-year-old brother would bring home The Evil Dead, and
The Evil Dead.
I didn't care. They didn't care. They just let you watch whatever. And so I ended up with these horrible nightmares, and it was just gnarly shit I was watching as a kid.
You know how hard it is to explain to somebody the fight scene in Evil Dead 2 with his arm? Like, you guys have to watch it to understand. Like,
when he like fights his hand, yeah.
I'll get you. I'll get you. Yeah, he's punching himself, and You're like, this has got to be a masterpiece right here in acting.
I remember seeing
it's a great example of how horror shifts from like actual scary, like the Evil Dead. The first one is actually pretty scary with some elements of comedy, and by the time you get to Evil Dead 3, it's pure horror comedy. So
and then Army of Darkness was all comedy.
Yeah. Well, that is Evil Dead. That is Evil Dead 3. I kind of set out with this idea to make like a horror comedy game, like because there's always horror games and there's funny games, but no one's really done the horror comedy, the over the top. Well, they might have done it, and I haven't seen it. But like,
no, there is spooky horror. So you've got like Bendy and the Ink Machine and stuff like that, but it's not actually that gore comedy thing. Yeah, it is. It's pretty different.
But yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
So my question was actually, this is probably the first question I kind of want to ask, was like how you guys started the studio, because it looks like, you guys have a different background, and like, I mean, Dan, you have like so many different things going on at the same time, and then Chad, you probably have also something going on as well, and then
Chad's a doctor.
You guys kind of mix up?
Yeah, so I have an academic background, so I worked at universities and I'm a teacher and stuff like that. Dan and I have been mates for like 15 or so years. So we've been friends for ages in circles around the place.
I think it's longer than that, because like you knew when I was doing Part and Huxley, didn't you? Like the start. I reckon that was.
I think so.
That was when so it's probably.
So we've been friends for ages, and then Dan's got a bunch of friends who are all game devs as well. And then he came up to me one day and he said, "Do you do something with video games, don't you?" And I'm like, at the time I wasn't.
Even though we're friends, my ADHD just stops me remembering what all my friends do and shit, like what their jobs are.
Like, what do you do again?
All I remember what they do, and they're like, "I haven't done that for 20 years." Like that was the job I had 20 years ago, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
Yes. So I was a games business educator at the time, so I teach game developers how to build businesses and build indie businesses. So build their skills in business planning and marketing and HR and all that sort of stuff, like small business for game developers sort of thing. And he said, "Oh, well, I made a game," and I looked at it and I played it, and I'm like, "That's fucking cool, man. I love it a lot." A lot of people are saying that, and what he's done is that like it's his first game, and he's not formally trained in game dev at all, but he just said, "Oh, what should I use? Unity." Friends told him, download Unity, open YouTube, and just started making the game. And at the time he was playing Kickstarter Binding of Isaac, so it was like basically a Binding of Isaac clone. He was like, "I'm going to learn how to make games, just cloning the Binding of Isaac, and then I'll make a real game after that once I've learned how to make games." And everyone loved Ember.
No, I didn't plan to make a real game after that. I was just like, I'm going to show my friends that I can make a game, even though they make them. I couldn't do it because I had a bunch of game dev friends, but like I wasn't friends with them because they were game devs. I just got like introduced to this. They all went through game school together, and they stayed friends. And then I became friends with one of them, and then he introduced me to his friends, which was his game dev friends. So, and they were always like, how hard it is to make games. And I'm like, I'll fucking show you. Because they were telling me, because I was like, you should put this in your game, you should put this in your game. And they're like, it's not that fucking easy, eh? You can't just do shit like that. It's not that. And then
make your own game then.
Make your own game then. So I went, fucking will. And I went away in secret.
You'll see.
I went away in secret for like 4 or 5 months and made this game without telling them, and then came back and showed them, and they were like, "Oh, this is an actual game, eh?" And I was like, and the guy that said it to me goes, "Well, I guess you can do it then." And I was like, "Yes!" And that was the end of it. That was going to be the end of it. Like, and then I showed it to Chad, and he was like, "What are you going to do next?" And I was like, "Nothing." I think I said like.
Well, no. You said like, I think maybe I want to do this, like for real. Like,
yeah, I think at the point when I'd like shown you, I was like, maybe I should do something with it because they'd all told me like, keep making it. And I was like,
yeah. And but then Dan was like, "But what do I need? What do I need to do to like make it real? To like, like whatever to like sell it or whatever." And I'm like, "Well, first up, you need a programmer." Because I guarantee you're programming shit.
Yeah, because I learned programming in 5 months.
it was just really all. Yeah, it was just.
It worked.
Taped together.
Don't get me wrong. It worked.
It was a great.
It worked.
It was a perfect prototype. Really good as a prototype. Yeah. So yeah, we found a programmer, and I said, yeah, the other thing I said is, oh, you also need someone to do your business, all of the business stuff, you know. And Dan's like, oh, fuck that. No, I already got one business. I don't want to do that again. And I went, well, I can do that. I've got some skills in that area. And he went, if you can handle all of that, then that's fine. That's cool. And then we just kind of came together and we went, oh, let's do it. So form a studio. And actually forming a studio is actually really easy. You just give yourself a name, an ABN, and it's like get a bank account and shit. But the making of the game and all of the extra stuff that's come on from it, like looking for publishers and the options agreement and all of that, the marketing, all of that, Steam, all of that's another whole thing. So so I'm the production.
I wouldn't have done any of that, eh? I would have done none of that shit. So I just would have been one of those indie devs that brings out my game, puts it up in Steam, no one sees it, and then what the fuck didn't they like it? And then like, why didn't anyone look at it? Because I had no idea about marketing, and it just goes away, and then I just turn bitter and fucking end up, shitting up the balls. But like,
yeah,
I like
spend $100 for the Steam page setup.
I like how your guys' developer is all of your names. And then you said your publisher is Bad Plan Studios.
I always thought that was weird that you did that, Chad. I didn't understand that.
This is
on Steam. It's just our name. Has it still got? Is there 3 names there?
This is Daniel McGinnis, Elias Smith, and Chad Hobble. And then I was like, and it says publishers Bad Plan Studios.
It needs to be a legal entity. So it needs to be the legal entity. So there's that, and then there's Bad Plan Studios under the developer.
Because I was like, I really, I was digging your guys' story, and I'm like, what is their studio name? And I went and looked. I was like, well, the developer is 3 guys, and then the publisher is Bad Plan Studios. So that works out, yeah. So it's awesome.
I think that's what they did with Binding of Isaac and stuff too, like the Edmund guy and the.
I mean, it gives everybody the what's it called? Makes everybody feel like they had a part in it,
Well,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Seen many people do that.
You guys are part of a Scream Fest right now. I didn't know what was going on until I came and looked at your thing. Why? I don't understand why that's a thing.
The horror games showcase, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why we don't know about these until I talked to a developer. It's like, oh, by the way, it's part of this. I'm like, you didn't advise this.
No, we didn't.
No, not you guys. I'm talking about Steam. Like, you know how you click on something, you're like, oh, they're part of a showcase.
So that's a third-party showcase, and so Steam doesn't.
Steam doesn't care.
Showcase.
Steam does. Seems like you can put it on the banner. It's fine.
But if you look at, you've probably heard of Steam Scream Fest. So I think it's number 5 this year. It's the 5th time they're doing it. That's a first-party one. So that's a Steam endorsed showcase. So when you've got a Steam showcase, then Steam will give it a bit more, and then of course it's way more saturated, and heaps more people are trying to do it.
It's going to be crazy, right?
Yeah, but we have a bit of there's a bit of a challenge around the horror thing, because what I've come to realize is we were originally doing a lot of marketing talking about the game as a horror game, and it wasn't really landing, because I think when people think horror, they think like Resident Evil or Silent Hill,
Resident Evil,
like psychological horror, or survival horror or something like that. That's what people generally think of with horror, and they look at our game and they go, this isn't scary. It's not really horror. So, so it's
horrible.
Well, no, I mean, I look at the game and I see like the aspects of horror, like it's grounded in a horror type. They're just like Binding of Isaac, right? It's you're in hell. This is like all this crazy enemies and just gory stuff happening everywhere. But I think one thing that it really shines about that though is, and I see that there's some video game reference in this skill shot, or the shot I just took of the game, but I like the fact that it's kind of
other games.
It's very lighthearted, and it has like that cartoony cool and I'm not trying to like say it's based off that same thing, but kind of like a Rick and Morty vibe where you're this girl running around.
I'm fine with it now. Everyone that says it's Rick and Morty, I'm like, you know what? Sure.
Well, what I mean is right, you got this person, the protagonist is running around in hell fighting, and it's kind of cool, like all the different things going on and the weapons, but then in the same sense, like you realize, oh, this is it's hell, but you're making hell not great, like as scary, but in a good way. You know, like an adventurous, fun way. Like I want to definitely do that again. Not holy shit, that was scary as hell.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and also there's like this other plot point in the game where like she's using Hell's powers against them, like so because she's not on
Oh.
this register, she's
Mm.
not, and then like there's this whole thing. There's also this sentient chainsaw that she uses that like talks to her that like it's using
Oh, I
her.
love that. I love chainsaws. They're like my favorite.
It gets back into it gets her into Hell because he's like, oh cool, like you're not registered in Hell. I can't be used. He's like a demon chainsaw. I can't be used by anyone in Hell, but you're not on the record, so you can use me in Hell. And he's got this plan that he wants to do, so he convinces her.
Take my money.
Yeah, but then because she's not on the records as well, like she starts taking more power than he thinks she can take, and she can use all Hell powers and stuff. So I wanted this whole weird thing. It's like, yeah, she's in Hell, she's fighting Hell, but she's also using Hell powers. Like she's not. Like she's not. I didn't want to make it that she's a god character or heaven or it's all about that. It was like it's about like her, like that kind of thing where that she's basically grabbing their shit and throwing it back into their face, because she's been so ripped off, like kind of thing, and wants these answers and stuff. And then there's this whole other B story of like why
I
she
love
can
that.
Yeah, but then there's another reason of why she's not on the register of Hell, and that's a whole story. And then the chainsaw doesn't even know that, like kind of thing, and then doesn't realize that's a whole thing that's happening. That she's maybe a bit more gnarly than, and she's like not upset. She's complacent. Like she's like, that's what everyone's saying. She's so happy, and like she's not trying to escape Hell. She's digging deeper into it, and it's just like. So it's not about trying to escape Hell. It's about like her, like getting some answers, and then like, and then all the characters kind of realizing like dealing with their problems and stuff like that, and who they are.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You had me at magical talking chainsaw.
Yeah, it actually has a fetus. It has a floating fetus that can burst out of it and talk. It's like so. It was, yeah. It's this little demon. Like, its name's Abe.
So are we going to get like an animated short of this later as well? Jesus, this is dope.
Actually, to make a graphic novel.
I was about to say, I'd read this novel. Like, damn.
There's actually like where's my mouse? Fuck.
I don't know.
I've got too many screens. I'll bring this up, and can I share my screen? Is that a thing?
Yeah. You can. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll share and show you. Like,
if George doesn't break the system, yeah.
No,
yeah, I'll show you the like little kind of cut scene that's at the start when you first kind of accept Abe into yourself, if you know what I mean. I don't think you'll be able to hear the sound though.
I don't think I've ever accepted someone into me, so this was exciting.
It's definitely a thing that more males should like try in their life.
Yeah. You should just try it. Don't just do it. Just do it. See what happens.
Just go with it. Just go with it and relax. But I need to find out how I can show this to you. Where is
there's a share screen button down the bottom right side.
Yeah, I think there's got to be a share button over there.
Oh
Somewhere.
no, I'm just working out the actual. Because I'm in the video editor here at the moment.
So while he's doing that, so this is a roguelite though, right? And so it's what made you guys want to go with like a roguelite type game?
Well, I was just doing. I was copying Binding of Isaac, and then this is what the game became. This is it. This is the game I made.
So does it?
I love Binding of Isaac, and I love games that I can just keep playing and finding stuff I've never seen. And I like the idea of a roguelike where you can like roguelikes off. Like what I was talking about, balance. Balance. You have to get balance. I like the idea that it. Like you can have builds that aren't balanced. You can make something that's so fucking stupid that you're only going to get once, and that might get you through it. But also the next time you play it, you might get that same thing, but it won't work with like what you got with other things. So I like being able to create like a game where you'll play it because you're trying to get a fucked up build that fucks the game up and shit like that. That's
Have you so are you guys gonna have achievements for different builds or stuff like that, or have you guys thought about achievements for the game?
Yeah, we haven't thought much about it, but it's definitely something we want to do because people
want to do.
They want that. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward to do. You do it through Steam. Yeah.
The only reason I'm asking because I know your game like has a pretty cool story and a lot of I would say a lot of really excellent probably places where you can put like a fun little achievement here and there. That's just like I always liked it when games. And I think we've said this other podcasts have goofy achievements. Like I know when I played
around story progression.
Yeah.
So when you progress to a part of the story. Yeah.
Well, I remember when I turned on Deadpool, the game, the first achievement it gets is you just turning the game on for Deadpool. That used to crack me up. It was like, the achievement, you turned the game on. I was like, okay, I'll take it.
So Dan is definitely about infusing the humor into stuff like that. So if you look at all of the items and weapons and things like that,
like the butt bomb?
have Yeah. Bum bombs. Yeah.
The bum bomb. Sorry, bum bomb.
That's low key, man. Wait till you see some of the others. The Sperminator is a gun.
Like I said, you had me at Magical Pocket Chainsaw. You know what I mean? Chainsaw Man is my favorite anime character.
Oh really?
I love Chainsaw Man. Yeah, I haven't seen a movie yet.
I've
read Chainsaw Man.
I just the minute I saw a dude run around with a chainsaw on his head, I'm like, I'm a fan. I don't even know what it's about. Like and then when I watched the anime, I was like, this is dope. And then I felt bad he ate the dog.
And then go read the bug.
The other.
All right, I finally found it. Now I have to work out to quickly share screen, which entire screen 2 share.
Don't yell at me.
Is that working?
Yay!
Oh wow! It actually goes to its own thing. I don't know if you already hear it, but here you go.
Oh wow!
Whoa!
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that's how it... Oh,
that's amazing.
Oh my god.
I like art.
I like art.
No, I like this art. No, I like...
No, I know what you're trying to say. It's just funny because I think you were just enjoying it so much. You're like, I like art. Good charge. Yeah, we all like art. Yeah, I love it. Actually,
I like art too.
The little demon fetus kind of pops out at the end. It's just coming down there.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just I'm infatuated now, man.
Thanks.
You know, dope. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
The real question is, have you wishlisted it on Steam?
Yes, I have. And as for the play test, which you guys must have,
I've seen everything.
Yeah.
You just said you're in. I was like, sweet.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So we did we've done something a bit sneaky there, and that is that I believe this is one of my things. I believe that indie devs should make their game as easily playable as possible to people, just with the lowest friction possible. Because there's 50 games a day published on Steam. People don't have time. Don't fuck around with keys or codes or letting people into playtests because they're going to forget about it and not get back to it or whatever. And so, and usually you do that by a demo, right? Like, so you have a Steam demo, and people say, "Oh, your demo's on Steam." It's not exactly a demo; it is a demo, but it's an alpha demo, a beta demo. But it's a playtest, you know. And the thing with the demo is that on Steam, what happens is Steam will everybody who's wishlisted your game, it will email everybody who's wishlisted your game when the demo is released. You've probably seen that, right? You know, you'll be
all the time. All the time.
About it, right? And what that means is you don't want to do it too early. Like as a dev, like if you've only got 100 wish lists and you release your demo, that's only 100 emails going out. But we've got nearly 5,000 now. So if we were to release our demo tomorrow, there would be 5,000 emails that go out, which is a key marketing beat. So you don't want to release your demo too soon. So I went, what else can you do? Oh, Steam playtest, right?
And also, I think,
and so you can make it Steam playtest so the build is just playable on Steam. And people are always going, oh, how can you send us a build? Can you give us a key or whatever? It's like, just go to Steam and play it. It's easy.
Just go play it. Yeah.
Just go play it.
I think one good thing about that too is if you get someone who just loves it and then they just tell everybody they love it, right? And so and then that catches on like wildfire. And to me, I have a hard time going into a game that I know isn't playable before I buy it. Just to be 100% honest, especially if an indie game, because you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah,
Like
true.
I bought games for $3. I regretted. I was like, oh my god! Well, it was just $3. It'll be fine. Like
that's why it
like
was $3.
a little less than a gallon of gas right here in America, so I guess it's okay. Well, in Texas, New
You can
York,
refund it though. Like
it's like a
Steam's got
mortgage.
that sub 2 hour refund.
I honestly was just like, I'm sure I'm one of the only people who bought this game, so I just let the dev have it. I was like, you can have my $3, buddy. So it was just,
Buy coffee.
you know what I mean. It
But
was
as
a
a
cute
dev,
looking
that's a
game,
big thing.
but it was
As
really
a dev,
boring.
that's a big thing that you got to watch out for is that people will refund, like it's, and they don't need to make any explanation, they don't need to make an application, they don't need to give any reason. They just, if they haven't played it for 2 hours, then they can just get a refund like that. So you've really got to make the game like playable and enjoyable for at least 2 hours.
Also, once your demo's
build
out,
that into your financial modeling as well. You have to build that into your financial modeling, because you're like, okay, if we send if we sell 1,000 copies of this game, but we get a 10% refund, then we've actually only sold 900 because we have to give that money back. It sucks.
Yeah, and also like a demo is like out. Can you do reviews on demos? So you can't do reviews on playtest. So, and you don't want someone reviewing the game yet. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like as in like on Steam. So like the playtest is really safe. It's a way to show people without like shooting yourself in the foot like early access or something like that, and it fucks up. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like
the same is true of a demo as well, though. So demos will have a separate app ID, as like a separate store page. So people will review a demo, but that's all quarantined in that kind of demo page, and then your main store page is separate from that. So yeah, they are aware of that. Steam's actually great. I mean, like, they're actually really good. The tools, I mean, they make enough money, they should be good. But the tools they make available and their whole approach to things and in general is just like, it's really good.
Yeah, and I was going to say too, people can review your playtest and your demo, and I think it's got more weight if it's not a given like key. Like if it was given to you, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't say this game was given to for free, because sometimes like greatest game in the world, loved it, blah blah blah, free product, right?
Yeah,
if someone is just playing it straight up and they're like, bro, I couldn't stop playing it. Like I had fetuses coming out everywhere, and I was shoving chainsaws in buttholes, and people were like, oh dude, I can't wait to do, you know what I mean? Like, and they have that big review. I'm already a fan. You had me at Talking Chainsaw, so we're
well,
and then the fetus thing too, that actually got me as well. So
a bit more when we have well, hopefully one of the things we've got our fingers crossed for is that we last year we went through a whole process of like pitching and talking to a film and TV studio to the point where we've signed an options agreement for it to be adapted into an animated TV series or film or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, there's a film studio out there that are actively pitching it and trying to get funding to get a writer's room together and to turn it into. So one of the really cool things that happened, this whole thing about the fetus popping out of the chainsaw is quite new and came out of that creative process of working with the film producers. Wow. Because they were like, oh, actually, to work on screen, to work as an animated series, you actually really want a fully rounded character for the chainsaw. And until then, Dan had only really thought of it as like a glowing green bubble with a voice and stuff like that. And Dan said, well, you can embody it a bit more, like make it like an actual like little baby fetus, because that goes back to Abe's backstory as well. And then it's like the ripcord as well, sort of thing. So actually that creative kind of interaction with the film producers is what led to that kind of development.
I love it. You guys are. I think you
hopefully
guys.
Hopefully one day it'll be it'll be viewable on the web, Netflix or whoever will do it.
That'd be awesome.
And then a game as well. So yeah, that's the dream.
I think George forgot to ask his favorite question.
Merches?
Music.
Oh yeah. Music. Actually, yeah. So who made the music? I was gonna ask you. I literally was gonna ask you that after watching the trailer, but then.
So a lot of the music in the game is royalty free stuff from the web.
At the moment.
At the moment, the trailer is originally composed by Sam and Rory from Epoch Music. So they did. Well, it was actually like they did. We gave them a brief and said this is the kind of music we want, and they're like thrash guitarists with a classical training as well, which is like perfect. And we gave them a brief, and they said, "Oh, how's this? 30 seconds," and we were like, "Amazing! We love it. It's so good." Actually, can we use it for the trailer? They went, yeah, okay, sure. So that new trailer, the music that you played earlier, that's the originally composed music from the composer who'll be making the music for the whole game. So at the moment they're on for, we've got funding for them to do the music for the demo, and then the rest, we'll work it out.
Yeah, about to say, because with the whole atmosphere of hell, the beautiful artwork, the story that you guys they're laying out here, which all seems like, to me, like really great ideas, like super good ideas. The music would definitely tie it together. Like if you had just some unforgettable music, especially in a bullet hell, because you're just killing shit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you run around murdering stuff. You want to feel that murdering music. You're like, yeah,
real metal and kind of carnivalesque nursery clowncore. Go look.
I heard that part. Clowncore. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get ICP, am
I? No, I don't think so.
Thank God. I listened to them in high school.
But yeah, it was good because, I mean, one of the things as a dev is you get approached by lots of composers. Like there's lots of musicians out there who want to make games who want to make music for games. They're like, oh, I make music. I'll put a lot of work in and I can make music. Can I make music for your game? It's like all the time. You see it on Reddit, people just offering to make music for people's games and stuff like that.
Edit cons and stuff, people constantly coming out. Them or voice acting. Like, I did voice acting. You did voice acting for your game. And I'm like, not at the moment, no. But I will one day. But yeah, I'm not at the point of like,
market.
Yeah.
But we, these guys did approach us actually in at PAX Australia last year, and there was a good vibe, and we said, yeah, this is the thinking, this is what we're after, and they got the brief and just absolutely nailed it. And we're like, perfect, great.
Well, they got the brief. We said them, and then they just sent us a thing going, this is what we can do, and we didn't prompt them to do that or anything, and they're the only one that did that. As well, like no one else kind of like sent anything to us. Like they all said they were going to, but no one did it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and
they actually did what they were going to do, and it from it sounds like you're just like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah,
totally.
I mean, it worked out then. You know what I mean? Like,
I've also seen a lot of people doing all those approaching on like Discord and stuff. They're like, oh, I'm an artist, whatever. I compose music. Do you guys need it? I'm like, I'm not a game dev.
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't even looked into me enough.
Yeah, like you don't even know who I am. You just like randomly
message
people. Like I'm not even. I don't.
It's insane. Yeah, people are like, hey, you need this artwork, and I'm like, I do my own artwork.
Huh? You got to appreciate the hustle, though. It's like
they got to hustle.
Work and all. It's like try and help people if you can, because it's like if people make the effort to reach out and stuff like that. It's like
exactly. I can't blame
honestly,
them.
like 1 in 100 that it's a match.
No. They should do it. Otherwise, what are they going to do? It's good that they're out there, like putting themselves out there.
Right.
They're not just going to sit. Some people will sit at home and be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm a composer. I can't wait for when someone comes and asks me to do my big gig." I'm like,
wait till they see my work.
That doesn't.
Yeah,
that's how that works.
You don't sit at home going, "Oh, I'm going to be a sports star." And then, but if you don't go out to practice and you don't get yourself out there, you're not just going to become a sports star. You have to fucking
nobody's going to see it.
Yeah. Do the work. Get out there. Do as much shit as you can. That's why I do.
100%. Yeah, no, and they definitely got to hustle. I think it's just that it's so saturated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when people just see that you're in that space and they send you stuff and you're like, you're shooting at the wrong target, big dog, but appreciate you. Like, like I get all kinds of random stuff on LinkedIn. They're like, do you want to be this? I'm like, no. Like, I think maybe you looked at part of my biography like 20 years ago, but thanks. I appreciate the thought. It was nice. It's
also good to need to surround yourself with people that are like going to not compliment you, but like surround people that inspire you and stuff like that. So you need to like, I think that's why like the people I hang out with are always like quite good at what they do. Like I always kind of, I know that sounds weird, but like and from them like you get like, you get it's not about what you know, it's who you know kind of thing. So you've got that whole thing done. So if you're hanging out with people who are successful in what they're doing and stuff like that, I know that sounds weird, but like it works. Like with skateboarding, you hang out with skateboarders that are better than you because it makes you better. You just do it then because like if you're not hanging out with people that aren't pushing you, then you don't like fucking you don't get better. You just stay.
No.
You just stay at the level you are. That's kind of what I meant. It sounded weird. I didn't say it properly. But you know what I mean? Like
no, 100%.
So you end up. It's like
you want to put people around you that's going to challenge you and make you better.
Yeah, and you just befriend.
You want to be the dumbest person in the room.
And you know, it's funny too is I remember when I was when I used to skate. Like a lot of the people that are really good at skating will be more supportive of you sucking as you're doing your tricks. Like, hey man, no, but you're doing it all wrong, and you know other people.
They know how hard it is, and they know
they're like, you almost had it, dude.
Yeah, and they can see if you're pushing yourself. That they're like, yeah, I get it. Like, not everyone can be the best, and you want to always encourage people that are coming up, and that's like I feel Chad gets this with his teaching vibe. He's like, if we meet people and they like look like they want to do something, even if it doesn't help the studio or him, he'll just fucking not teach them, but like give them advice, try and hook them up with people that can help them, and that's just in his nature, which is what I like about him.
Oh, Chad.
And he fucking does everything, hey? Like he does like none of this shit would have worked without him. Like I'm a great hugger. I would have made this fucking awesome game and then just sat there just like it just no one would have known what it is, because it doesn't matter how good your game is these days. If you don't know how to fucking get it out there, it's nothing, and it's bad that you can't make a game these days, and that's enough. You know what I mean? Like it's not like the days when like
everything. It's music and TV and web,
anything,
everything.
It's so saturated,
and everything moves so quickly. You know what I mean? That
moves so quickly, and it's so easy. It's so easy to get it in front of people that it makes it impossible for anyone to care about anything. It's like the Xbox thing again, like the Game Pass. No one cares about anything because it's just there and they want it instantly. And if it's not convenient to them, they're like, give me convenience or give me death.
I mean, you know, it's funny because you and me had like the same stance on Xbox, and I've never heard anybody else tell me that, because I remember when Xbox had their whole, they're like, oh, we're going to charge more and nobody's going to give a shit. And I was like, you know what? I never play my Xbox. Done. Like subscription canceled. And I was like, I play it maybe $5 every month or so.
And like when I'm really looking forward to the new Gears of War E-Day. Because I always think the next Gears of War is going to be fucking awesome. Like the feelings I got for like Gears 1 and 2, and they've never got there. But this one, I looked at it and I'm like, you get it. I want these big set pieces. It's set before like all this shit happens, so not everything's just fucking brown and grey and shit. Like there's fucking trains crashing and shit, and I'm like, I'll buy that. I don't care if it comes to Game Pass. I'll just buy it, and I'll buy that shit.
Just give me the disc.
Yeah.
Give me that disc.
Give me that physical medium.
Yeah. Have you guys thought about making a physical version of your game?
I thought about it in the back of my head. Like, I haven't mentioned it in the chat, but like it'd only be through like rerun. I don't know what's it called. Like, what's that thing called? Not rerun. What's that thing where they just make small, limited run? You know that company where you can just like
yeah.
Unless like someone,
If it'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, if it goes gangbusters, you're going to get a Switch release. You know what I mean? Like they'll always make a physical copy. But yeah. I always want to do it in like a VHS cover, like an old like clamshell that you have to get, like, and it's just got the gate.
Oh my god, not the clamshell, not the Walt Disney clamshell.
Yeah, man. And then I have an old VHS cover for it and stuff like that. And you have to, but yeah, that I mean, don't really. That's cool shit I'd do for marketing if we made some money.
If you had to make, almost everybody talks about making any physical version of the game. They're always like, we want to make a little bit of money before we just try to throw down on some physical copies. Yeah,
really hard that whole distribution So you've got to say, how are you going to get it in Walmart? And
How are you going to get physical
I know
copies
anyone
in
at
every country? Yeah, how do you get physical copies in every country? Like, and then every version has to be like localized, like all the text on the box. Every, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there's companies out there that do it, and they charge fucking heaps. So that's why, even
I
just
think that's
localized, even just
one thing
importing
I've always been sad about is I always wanted to rep like indie game studios, like for shirts and stuff, but it's just really hard for them to make them because I always just want to have like, there's a lot of indie developers I just love, and I'm like, bro, that'd be such a sick shirt, but then you're like, don't want to steal their art and make your own t-shirt. Just like, hey, here's the money I used to make my shirt for you.
We did shirts at End of Ember, so because I used to be a screen printer.
Jesus God.
We kind of, but I didn't do them. I just I knew how to set up the artwork and shit. So I just made like a design, and then we just sent it to a place and it's got made. And we're doing our third run of shirts now. They just keep selling out. Our shirts are fucking awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that for this game? For this game?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go get it. Wait, I'll go get it. You guys keep talking.
There's a shirt out there. You hear that, Anthony? Now you know what to get me for Father's Day.
I was gonna get you the Knicks shirt. Okay.
You ain't listen. You want to watch me put that thing on fire? You want to watch me put that thing?
Isn't that the trend these days?
No,
Watching weird stuff in the media.
This is it here. So it's like a piss take of the Evil Dead 1 cover. Like,
oh my God, I love that.
Ooh.
I fucking love that.
But it's like it's got all the old what I'm trying to say, like all the old. Oh, now there's a bloody cat on my desk. Wait up.
Oh, not a bloody cat.
It's got like,
he's also on your Facebook, by the way.
The horror sticker from like the video shop on there, and like whatever this says, I can't read it from here.
Includes trailers, previews of other hit movies.
And it's kind of like in the style.
Oh my God!
Like
where can
the R-rated
movie poster?
Where can people get that shirt?
What?
Where can we get that shirt?
Did we take any? We took some to Korea. I think we took 3.
We're going to do the run, but if you can cover postage, we'll sell you one. Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got here in like little like shit. You know, they have films at the bottom. It's got like more fun than shoving your dick into a beehive.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good. Yeah, that's a great selling point. stick my dick into a beehive. Play this game. Oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah, and all that. Yeah. But yeah,
I was really wanting to stick my dick in that beehive. All right, yeah. I'm gonna try the game. I'm trying the game. I'm going in.
People really like that shirt. But I've done shirts for like my podcast and stuff.
That's a great shirt.
Yeah, thanks. I only like working with 2 colors. Actually, I worked with 3 colors in this one because like I wanted the End of Ember like in the white.
I think it was a good choice. I think it was a good choice to go with the 3-color palette. Yeah. I think it was a good choice.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that brings up another question. When you guys do release the game, are you going to release an art book with it? Maybe like
I was going to. Yep, like a comic book.
I don't know if I've like made any of the art in the game high pixels, like 300 DPI that you could in a print thing though, like because they're all like screen res.
Oh yeah.
I've got lots of art around it, but like the actual thing, because they're not like CG. They're not like CG characters that I can just put into a thing and get massive pictures of. They're all like compressed down as small as they can be because it's like 2D and I need the game small. And
Like
plus, oh,
he'll come back.
Yeah, it might take a bit of work. It might take a bit of work to do it. But
what just happened?
We haven't thought of, so thank you.
Did you guys lose me? Because I lost you.
Yeah, for a second.
Yeah,
George got rid of me.
No. It already happened like several times.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were we saying? Anyone? Dead air.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, if we all just froze, but you and like, hey guys, what are you? Just like, don't move. No, I'm sure. Just see how like things freak them out.
I think my question would be when the game is gonna release. Do you guys have a window for that?
Yeah, so we'll have demo. Yeah, never ask that.
Okay, I know,
Yeah,
but like
demo,
Worst question
demo
ever.
will be out by the end of January at the
And the
latest.
demo's quite big as well. Like the game at the moment is not like even the game loop in it. It doesn't even have like it'll have the hub world in it, the loop. It'll have 2 levels with 2 bosses, and it'll have like and if time permits, like a way to find secret levels and stuff like that. Like it, as in like some of the story, a story beat level. But yeah, what is it? Yeah.
So
what was it
yeah,
called?
and then the full release hopefully by the end of next year is what we're thinking.
Okay.
Nice.
Mm.
Well, I for one am like extremely excited
Yeah.
for this. Yeah,
Thanks,
just
man.
hearing
Yeah,
you guys.
so what all the things that we made you excited about today, we somehow have to put into marketing. All the things where you're like, "Fuck, I didn't realize that. That's awesome." We need to have somehow put that into all marketing beats.
That's the part. But good thing you got a PhD to help you with it.
Yeah.
No, marketing is the number one thing we hear. I don't think I will say from personally, when we hear marketing has been the number one
Hardest
every
thing.
time. Yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah.
Yes, it's always hard.
It's and it, you know, we've seen developers who are trying to do it solo themselves, and they're just like they're like, hey, I spend more time on marketing than building my game.
Yeah,
You know,
we
and
will
you can't
definitely
focus
get
on it.
we will definitely get some sort of marketing place or partner to help us out with that shit that knows what the fuck
Yeah.
they're doing. And like, you know,
Yeah.
it's so clicky. Like the gaming industry is so clicky because everyone has access to everything. Everyone can do everything. There's so much of it and there's so much garbage that like, yeah,
True.
it's and it's all based on and how shit works these days. Like people that are, you know, influencers and stuff like that, they as much as I thought influencers were fucking this vacuous garbage waste of humans.
Hey, I'm right here, sir.
No. I'm saying until we made this game, and then I understood what they are for. Like, as in, like they're just marketing fucking lighthouses. Basically, they're a lighthouse in the garbage sea of everything that people just go, oh, look at that. That's where we go, like kind of thing. Like, and yeah, I finally understood it. Like, and that influences streamers and stuff like that. And you just have to get the correct people doing that. Like, you're not going to get anything by fucking getting a billboard in Times Square. No, like, you know, no, Times Square.
I mean, you might actually, because that's pretty big. But as
soon as I said, I'm like, that would be pretty. But still, like, the world is like, there's 8 billion people. Like, where a billboard in Times Square, you could use all your marketing on that, and you get those people that go past every day, like millions, thousands. You can market out to billions. Like, there's no reason why you can't just get it. You know, it has to be. You know, you can get a streamer that's like quite big, and if they play your kind of game, they might have like 2 million followers, and you can get 100,000 wish lists from one stream. Like, if the right person plays it, and that's why some streamers charge $30,000 just to play your game.
Yeah,
like,
or free.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big streamer, so I'm not worth the money anyways.
But you know what I mean? And that's the shit that, like, we understand it, we know how it works, but we can't put that into motion without the people who know what they're doing, because you have to have, like, marketing places have their streamers. They have a list of people that do it for them.
Yeah, who they work for or work with.
Yeah, and kind of things they have relationships with or deals and stuff. So, and they probably pay them and stuff. So, that's I think, and I think Chad's the same. That is how you market a game these days. It's different. It's not like, you can't just be an indie game, the movie, and become the biggest fucking thing in the world. No one gives a shit. There's like 3 indie game films coming out, bloody, every couple of months on the internet, kind of thing. Like, you look at Tubi, how many like just indie game films are.
Marketing is a shift from push marketing to pull marketing. So it used to be that what you could do is you could push things on people, but you can't do that anymore. You need to pull people into a community. Yeah. And so that's one of the big shifts. But let me ask you, Zach, if you're a streamer, have you ever streamed any games with Twitch integration?
Say that again. Say it again.
Have you ever streamed any games with Twitch integration?
No, I honestly don't like Twitch. I stream on YouTube and Twitch and TikTok. When I haven't streamed in a long time. I've actually lost kind of the flavor for it. I actually like to do more in-depth stuff and then upload it to YouTube.
But when I stream, video analysis.
I like doing YouTube more because people will come back and watch my YouTubes later, and like I'll stream to like maybe 5-6 people, maybe sometimes 20 people because I'll do the vertical streaming. I've had 70 something people watch vertical streams, and then I'll get off, and the next day I'll have 500, 600 people come watch that stream later. And so to me, I was like, this is so much better because once you end a Twitch stream, it's done. Nobody sees it.
What's your
YouTube
channel? What's your channel called?
Zach Hits Buttons.
By the way, Anthony's also a big streamer too, guys.
Yeah, Anthony it knows everybody in the industry, by the way.
Anthony's on Twitch. More on Twitch.
I do TikTok and all of them. I just like YouTube more. Twitch to me, I've always kind of had a thing with it because people would buy bots and they'll stay on top. And I'm a weirdo. I'm a very, what is that called when you're socially conscious? I'm very socially conscious. Like I don't even have X anymore. I followed you guys on Blue Sky and Discord, but I don't. So to me, like I want everything I do to be passionate, not, hey guys, come on, watch me.
Discord is the thing we use the most, kind of thing. Like we've got a community on there that talks a lot. You know what I mean? Like so it's not just that would be
yeah.
I actually do share all the links to Anthony and Zach's channels on every episode, so if it could be better or easier to find everyone's link there.
Well, I joined you guys because I'm excited.
I'll join it after the pod, the Discord.
You guys are my kind of tea, my guys. You know what I mean? I'd put you in a cup and drink you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Huh?
So I think for now, you guys would be working on obviously the more content of it. Do you guys know like a rough playtime for the game? Like, I know it's a roguelike, but like, to finish the one like session, the entire.
Like, yeah. So go, Chad.
You go. No, you.
So like, I've got this vibe. Like, I wanted to have, I think it was 5 levels or 4 levels, kind of thing, and then the thing where you finish it and then you play it again and there'll be another level and you play it again, there'll be another level kind of thing. There's that. So all up there'll be 7 kind of thing, or you can unlock. I haven't worked out exactly how you can unlock the last 2, but you get the idea. But judging from, I reckon you'd be able to finish it in like half an hour kind of thing, like, or maybe more. I don't know, just depending on how slow it goes. Like if you just go a run through, on the base kind of thing. But it is like, it's one of those things. It's like Hades, where like the more times you finish it, the more like stuff gets unlocked and finished and things.
I love that.
Yeah, kind of thing. Because I mean, Enter the Gungeon's pretty actually long. No, you can finish Enter the Gungeon really quickly, kind of thing. But there's all these other levels you can go to, kind of thing, and do things, and do this to get that to go to this other place. And we've got a lot of that planned in there at the moment. But to finish, I reckon the core game, I'd be happy with like 20 to 30 minutes, maybe. Actually, I'm trying to think how long it takes people just to play the one level, and I can't remember because I haven't thought about it in a while. But
So
I
at the
watched
moment, median play time of the play test is 21 minutes.
but that doesn't mean they get.
That's
through
just a play test.
But that doesn't mean they get through it though. So
I never get through it. I'm the worst player in the world.
Hang on, so that means if it's 20 minutes for like one level, Jesus, that's like that's like 4 hours to get through a road.
I mean, that's a pretty decent chunk of time, especially if you're going back into it. You know what I mean, and playing it, and just getting stuck in it.
It might get to the point where I'm like, this is too long. I'm going to cut a level out and make it I'll move all this.
Don't you ever do that.
No.
I'll cut it out and make it to a secret. But the thing is, like, there's story beats levels, or I might make them shorter, as in like not as many rooms like randomly generated and stuff like that. But like we'll see how it goes, kind of thing. But yeah, I always visioned it to be around about 40 minutes to be able to finish it.
Okay.
Like just to do a run. That's not to finish it.
Right.
Yeah. Even to win, but then like the next time you do it, there might be a whole nother level, so that will just add time onto it, kind of thing. And yeah,
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
I
think,
love it.
it's about time to wrap up things because we're already hitting that hour and 40-minute mark.
That's all right.
This is probably like the second longest pod we've done.
Actually, I think it was I think it was our fault.
Yeah,
That's
Sorry.
fine.
you
No,
can,
we,
you, can
we
edit,
love.
you can just edit out all the Battlefield talk.
No. People will love it. People will.
I think Battlefield was that was during the podcast. Sorry.
Yeah, it was. It was in.
Yeah, the first 20 minutes.
Yeah. So that was like 40 minutes of its own podcast.
Holy
so.
cow!
But yeah, so if you're listening to this or watching this, please go wishlist the game. That's number one thing you should do. And also, if you
Playtest.
go play test it, you can
Guaranteed
play
you're gonna
test
get
it.
in.
Yeah, all you have to do is click that play test button and then see if you like it or not. So,
I'm in.
but wishlist the game before doing that. So wishlisting doesn't cost you anything. Neither does playtesting. So
But it's one of the most important things we can do, because without wish list,
100%.
it won't show us on the front cover of Steam,
Yep.
and without that, you'll just disappear into fucking oblivion.
So yeah, please help Chad and Dan.
There's so many games I've been like, hey man, what? Why didn't I ever see this game? Oh yeah, I forgot because 1,000 games came out before it. But
yeah,
And they
You
didn't know
find
how
it.
to market it. They didn't know how to market it.
yeah.
it's like you're rummaging through that old $5 CD bin at Walmart. Like, oh, I know there's one good one at the bottom. You know, like, oh my god, I got the last Blu-ray.
Also going back with like just real quick, like I said before, is like how long it is and stuff. It's also that whole thing like I like roguelikes because like if we want, we can just add a whole another level in there. Like as free downloadable content that's like
I love
story beat
that.
level that is you just have to unlock. And I like or I can add rooms in that people don't even know we're adding rooms in, and then they'll just come across rooms because it's random that they haven't seen before, and we can just add that stuff in. Just go, I'll just add that in here, and it's not gonna people aren't gonna notice it or think we've retconned it or anything. They just will think it never came up. You know what I mean? Like because you know a level has like 30 room, it has like 5 or 6 like rooms in it, but I make 30 rooms and then I make 5 versions of each of those rooms for each level. So there's like, you know, I'm trying to like make it that it doesn't all come up the same each time. But yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. No, we love that.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
That's good information.
Yeah. So and also go join their Discord as well. That's where the two will be most active.
I
so
done did it already.
Please go do that. Everyone, please go do that. And thank you so
And
much for coming, Chad and Dan. It was super fun to talk with you guys. You guys should definitely we should definitely have like another episode about just something else. Like we actually get just about some other like video games or something. I don't know.
Yeah, if you do a podcast which is like, what have you been playing, or do your top 5 games, I will just talk for like 6 hours. Hey,
oh heck
yeah, he will.
I mean,
Thanks
I'm not
for having
complaining.
us. It's been really
I'm not going to lie to you. This was one of my new favorite podcasts. So thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you
Podcast
so
people.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I mean, both comic nerds, skateboarders, and I love your guys' story and the character and stuff is just super cool. So, like I said, you had me at Magical Talking Chainsaw with the fetus.
He's not magic. He's just a demon.
I mean, but aren't demons usually magical? Let's be honest. I played a little D&D.
He has access to hell power.
Should have turned that into a plushie.
Yeah, hell power chainsaw guy or creature, I would say.
Creature,
mate.
Yeah, but let's go play End of Ember, everyone.
Do it. I
Don't yell at me, Dad.
Do it.
I'm sick of it.
Thanks for coming, guys.
He's always yelling at me.
Bye,
Thanks,
everyone.
guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
No, leave. Okay, fine. Whatever.
Zach is gonna cry.
I have separation.
It was nice.
Is this like the credits?
Yeah, this is the credits.
Almost.
I was gonna say too.